Hey, well, folks should be able to mostly see us, although Dion's head is really big in the camera, and we seem to be cutting him off at the nose and above. We'll just be looking at Dion's chest all night. Um, yeah, so we're back with some BX Dungeons and Dragons as we play through Castle Amber. So, last session, you guys have the requisite number of silver keys plus one. You got an extra one, as a matter of fact. And you had previously found the what you believe to be the gate to Averone. So let's see who we have for players tonight. Jameis, who's your character? What level are they?
James playing Galen Rayhorn, also Catherine. As Galen, I'm a cleric elf priest, mere level 6. I say mere because I'm the lowest of the low in this group.
Indeed. Dion.
I am a C, a level 7 thief.
Bill.
I am playing Radnor the Large. I'm a 7th level magic user and I am very large.
Yes, indeed. Richard.
Hi, I am Richard, and I am playing Fig Jam, the most amazing level 7 magic user in this party, if there were no other magic users in the party at the time.
That is a thing, yes. Jeff.
Yeah, I am playing Darby of Stonehill. He's a 7th level dwarf.
Oh, very good, very good. So that is our casting crew for tonight. Still trying to get Dion's head shrunk to the frame. Almost there, almost there. He's got a big head,
I
guys.
was trying to adjust it myself. Okay.
There, that'll hopefully get it.
Alright.
All right, guys. So, as we said, you guys ended the last adventure having found enough silver keys. You know where the where the doorway, the arch is. What else did you find? Where did we actually end last session?
We were
We
up in
went
the
up-
top room 29, and we'd just
Yeah.
been poking holes into sticks. Or,
Mhm.
well, not all of us had.
Having fun with bees and other things.
Yeah. And I think we were going to open door 30 and 31 to see what was in there. Or, no, we just found the hidden
yeah.
room in 32. or
Yeah.
something.
As I was passing through from 27 to 30, I went, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So, yeah, that's right. We ended with you guys finding the secret room, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay, so let me get there. Got all my stuff spread out all over the place. I was comparing the Goodman Games version to the classic X2, which we're playing. The Goodman Games version has a much beefed up section for the province of Averone, which hopefully you will be going to soon. In the original edition, it's like, these things need to happen. Fill it in.
I don't know if I was going through a door. It'll take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a series of books by Clark Ashton Smith that basically covers the whole region of Averone. And I guess the intent is you're supposed to go read those books.
What did he do?
What's that?
What did he write? What was his famous one that he wrote? Okay.
Clark Ashton Smith, probably most famous for all of the Cthulhu Mythos stuff that he did. He was a contemporary of Lovecraft.
I thought he did like it was gore or something. I can't remember.
No,
what.
he didn't do gore. No.
No, but it was one of those. It was a big series that he was. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Wikipedia.
Reading that shit's not
As
on
an associate.
YouTube.
Okay, finally, I have my page. Okay, so who opens the secret door? And you guys are coming in from 29, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
coming
isn't that what
we were looking
poking
for
around
at
and
least.
finding the secret door involves, or is it just, hey, there's a secret door over there?
in. No, kind of up to you.
Either me, I'm doing it fine. I'm just get on with it.
It's Galen door opener.
Okay. I think somebody tried to listen at it as well, and nothing was heard. No, that was a
doesn't sound
different
like
door.
something we would do.
Yeah. Okay. So who wants to open the newly uncovered door?
We're trying to get through it. Me.
All right. It's essentially just a hidden panel that you push on. It pivots in the middle, and inside is a cozy looking. It looks like a prayer room for a wealthy noble. The walls are lined with satin cloths. There's an altar here. More impressively is a man dressed in gilded plate mail, wearing an amber-colored robe thrown over the pauldrons of the mail. He's got a cross of carved amber around his neck, and he's kneeling in prayer at this golden altar. So as you open the door, there's just, a little look of annoyance across his face for just a moment. He remains kneeled with his hands in supplication in front of him at the altar, and he just turns and says, "May I help you?" In French.
Bonjour. We just
I'm the
passing
first
through.
to say, no, you may not. I'm not going to say that.
Just passing through. Don't mind us. And I'll sort of move out of the way and shut the door again if he doesn't look like he's going to be bothered with.
Okay, so you just close the door on him?
Yeah, at least he's going to say something.
Okay. He just looked annoyed that you interrupted his
Interrupted.
private prayers. But I
Yeah,
tell you
well-
what, Jameis, roll me
I know what it's like to be,
exactly.
in the middle of prayers, and all of a sudden someone comes along and goes, "Hey, we need to do something." A D100 roll, you want?
Why don't you roll me a D100 and tell me high or
Yeah.
low?
Hi, I'm part of the always hot club. 31. Unfortunate.
Okay. So soon after you close the door, it opens again, and the man in plate says, "Now wait a minute. You come in and you intrude me in my private prayers, and you leave without an introduction. Who are you to be in my ancestral home like this?" He sees the rest of you around as well.
And Galen of the Green Company. We arrived at the castle accidentally, and now we are trying to find a way of departing from this castle unaccidentally. Intentionally. Here's the word.
Oh, well.
And we are looking around for the things that we need.
Oh, so then you know how to breach the curse upon this castle by bringing my brother's coffin back from time and space.
Yeah, we've heard about
Sure.
it. We'll,
Excellent, excellent, most excellent. So you are already upon this quest then.
Yep.
Kind of.
We're just looking around at the moment, seeing what we need to try to find what we need to get. We have come across all sorts of people and things, and just sort of been poking our nose everywhere.
Have you made the passage to Averone yet? Have you the keys necessary?
We've been collecting them. We haven't quite gone to Everroad yet.
Ah, well, if you're short, he kind of reaches into the plate and pulls out a necklace with a silver key attached. He snaps the necklace and
wow.
kind of holds it by the chain out to you. If you would like one, I have one to spare.
Thanks,
Well, it'd be
mister.
most kind of you. Yes. I reach out to take it.
I'm curious, sir, as to why you were helping us.
Well, I, too, would like to escape this curse. I'm a bit more bound than you are, being of the family Amber. I can't cross the portal myself.
Could you do us another favor by chance?
Depends if it's within my power and...
We've not really been able to safely rest around here,
Yeah.
but, I mean, would you mind giving us maybe a safe, space here, or tell us why we're unable to get the odd time-stopping effect to happen here? Do you know anything about that?
His brows kind of crease for a moment, and he says, "Time-stopping effect. Pray, tell me more of this effect. Please, come into my sanctum. It is perfectly safe within this altar room."
perfectly safe.
I'm
Did
sure.
he actually leave the room at any point? He did.
Yeah,
Did
he
just
he
open the
followed
door and
He
shut
followed
back up?
Galen out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking he's not some demon trapped in the auto room disguising himself.
Well, if he did, I may have just released them by opening the door. So.
Ah, that's true. Let's throw a lot in with this guy, whoever it is. They give us a key. They seem okay.
So again, tell me of this effect. The only time-altering effects I know of within the castle are all centered upon the tomb of Stephen.
Oh, whenever we were in a safe area, I guess, or felt safe, and camped or set up camp, there'd be this strange magical thing that happened, and time would stop outside of it, and we'd be able to safely rest.
Hmm.
We tried to do that earlier,
Did-
and he
I
got
can't
turned
remember
to
his name.
stone.
It's
Did
a-
Dog Boy also know about us this happening?
You're coming through really soft, Jameis. I could barely hear that.
Did the dog-headed boy? I can't remember his name. Did he also? Because we were doing that in the same room as him. So did he notice that when we were doing it? I can't recall that.
The librarian guy?
Yeah.
Again, I didn't hear you so well. So what are you asking about him?
Did the librarian notice when we were time stopping?
Did he notice? He
Yeah.
thought you ate an unusually large amount of food in a short time,
Okay, so he didn't really notice.
but he didn't
Okay,
make any
no, so-
comment about it.
Yeah, right.
I think
yeah,
we
no,
told
okay,
him
that's
what
just-
was going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and that.
Yeah, no, it was just
and
sort
then
of
he
trying
was
to work
surprised
out
at that
if
point.
other
Yeah.
Amberites knew about it.
Yeah.
And nothing
So
was
that
being
that
directly
confirms
commented
that
on, so-
the librarian didn't know either until you told him.
Okay, yeah. Hey, so we
there's-
encountered your brother in the library. He didn't. He also this also seemed to confuse him as effect of ours.
So there's a look
we,
of
We don't
concern
know the cause of it.
that comes across his face, and it says, "Well, it seems that my departed brother still has a bit of power that he is choosing to use to your benefit here. Likely, his power does not extend into the chapel here. Contradictory forces. If you were to leave this wing, likely that would come back, but you are welcome to stay here. In this room, it is safe. You can bar it from the inside if you wish."
Oh, it's
So
very
you
kind
can
of
use
you.
it. Go ahead, Toby. Sorry.
Yeah, well, it's very kind of you to let us sleep here. I am Darby, by the way. I am a dwarf.
A dwarf.
Well, yeah.
He kind of rubs his chin. He's like, "I thought you just a stunted, but powerful man, a dwarf. It's
Yeah.
very odd to see your folk about."
You know, I'm obviously an elf. You didn't say anything.
Yes. I hold it not against you. Your fey folk have caused us little grief, but in the province of Averone, you may wish to hide those ears.
I am a great and powerful magic user, I say, and waste my only continual light spell that I have left. Casting continual light on something.
He puts a finger out and casts Continue Darkness and snuffs it out.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's...
I too dabble in the magics.
I really want to
Dabble?
turn into a
Oh,
ninja.
God! Not as much
I'm,
fun as the gelatinous blob downstairs.
I'm a C. I'm a thief who's not very good at it. Yeah.
Ah, that's rather forward of you to say. Again, I ask you to guard your tongue if you wish to go into the provinces of Everone. Thieves and highwaymen are not well regarded.
Well, then I'm totally
He kind of pats himself down.
barred.
He kind of just quickly pats himself down as you say this.
I'm good. I'm a good thief, you know?
Yeah, he's good.
I am Radnor the Large, and I am very large. Would you care for a smoke? And I hold out a pipe with some of the stuff from the spaceship in it.
Oh, nice. I'm afraid that my own convictions allow me to not partake of such good. He sniffs it a little bit. Interesting, interesting. I
Can I have
once partook of the magic weed when I was going through the colleges myself, but I'm afraid that since I've taken holy orders, I can no longer do such. It smells wonderful, though.
I mean, I won't tell anyone if you do it.
Everyone's doing it, man.
You've been stuck here how long? I mean, come on.
A very,
Nobody
very
would
long time.
begrudge you a little relaxation, right?
Oh, yes, my
Do I still have a wineskin?
probably. I don't think you've emptied it at
Oh
any
no,
point.
it's empty. It's empty.
Okay.
Womp womp.
Well, you had plenty of opportunities to refill it, so yeah, kind of up to you.
I didn't get a chance. I didn't think about it. I've been panicking.
Well, if you wish to rest, to recharge, are any of you wounded? I can perhaps see to any wounds that you might have.
I'm slightly wounded. I think he is more wounded.
I'm wounded.
But a simple night rest will see us right.
Yeah.
Ah, well. Good enough then. If you wish to use my private sanctum, you may use as you wish. If you ran across any other my brothers or sisters while in the chapel, I do apologize for their behavior if you have. If you have not, it is best that you stay within my private chambers until you're ready to leave. And I'll see you safely to the arch.
Oh, I appreciate that. He's such a nice guy. You want to come with us when you get out of here? Cause like, I'd love for you to like be our friend if you're like lonely and want to move on. from
If
your
you can
life from this
successfully summon the tomb of Simon, my brother, and release us from this curse, I would greatly like to
Oh yeah.
leave this castle in your company.
We've already got one of them
succeeded at
hitching a
charisma.
ride with us, and this one wants to cancel all my spells. I don't like him. Mwah.
See, part of me wonders though if it wouldn't be like that scene in Star Trek: The Next Generation where they leave the holodeck.
Yeah. Well, like he seems
Thanks
to be
a
an
lot.
accomplished mage. You guys could probably trade spells. I mean, how long has he been in here
Ah,
and not
what
been able to
anything he's
get other
got.
spells?
Give him.
Actually, I see, looking at the fact that he's dressed in full plate, he's probably a cleric.
Oh, clerics don't learn spells?
No, they pray for them.
Not the same. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
this is a CS
Yeah,
in
okay.
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's
Oh,
They
yes,
can't do
yes,
anything
uh,
themselves.
The
Yeah,
god
no,
which I
it's good.
follow has seen fit to provide me with certain abilities. And again, I ask if anyone needs healing, but if you need simple rest, please do. I can provide a meager fast, but filling nonetheless.
I mean, wouldn't resting just heal us anyways, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming you don't
Well,
have
it's-
any lingering effects on you, like curses and poisoning and stuff
Well,
like that.
kind of do, but I don't know if they count. I mean, the werewolf one, does that count?
You don't even know about that one yet.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I don't think I have anything going on with me.
I mean,
Oh,
But
well,
it's
you
not
know,
like
I
anyone's
did get.
blind or anything.
I did have this weird thing happen when I came in and ate food, and like, it's hard to feel full anymore. You know anything about that?
You partook of the Phantom Feast, yes? It's an unfortunate
Yeah.
side effect. Some blessings are gained from it. Others find themselves to be in dire straits. It looks like, unless you have lost members, you came through that fairly well. Your appetite, my goodly thief, simply needs more nourishment than the norm. I can provide bread, cheese, wine, fruit.
But you can't
Would be
like get
good.
rid of that.
I'm sorry, say that again, Dion.
You can't get rid of it.
He thinks about it for a moment. I may. Consult me in the morning. We'll see if my God sees fit to provide me with that blessing.
I appreciate everything that you're doing, and I promise I won't let you down, and we will get you out of here. And we will be the bestest of friends, because all you magic people are pretty cool in my book.
Aw.
Even the ones that have tried to kill you.
I may be untalented, but I can respect it.
I can't. I am talented. I can't.
Okay, Mr. 900 intelligence.
All right. Yeah. So, do you want to take him up on his offer, or do you just want to leave the chapel area? He also suggested that might bring back your beneficial
I
aid.
want to ask him a question before he does this.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in no
What
hurry.
kind of a man puts bees up in a hole and lets people poke them with sticks?
As I said, in this chapel area, my sister has taken residence, and I'm afraid that she is a notorious. Well, she likes a good laugh at others' expense. Let us put it that way. Although, to be fair, you had an even chance of finding something beneficial and useful if you are talking about the holes within the linen closets.
Where's your sister? Who is your sister? It's not Catherine, is it?
She is one of my sisters, yes.
But not the one who was doing the pranky thing.
Correct. If you had ran into her, I have a feeling you would be much the worse for wear at this point. She has gone a little insane over our
Doesn't-
time here.
She doesn't like pretending to be a tarot reader, does she?
No. He looks a little puzzled at that. No.
Oh, thank God.
Alright, yeah. We came across a tarot reader who, seemed to have 50-50 chance of weird stuff happening as well. Yeah.
Beware Madeline, though.
Heard that name somewhere before. Yeah.
Anything else
I
I
see.
can do for you?
Nah, I said.
Can I have a hug?
Okay. He puts his hand over his coin pouch.
No, that's it.
You hug his manly armor. Again, I reiterate, he is in gilded full plate.
It's fine. I needed the serotonin.
It would be something I could find out at this point, but unfortunately, there's no in-game reason for it to come up at all.
He gives you a gentle pat with his gauntleted fist. They're there. He just, he steps out of the way so that you can go into his private chamber there. He brings back a silver tray loaded with that amber wine again, blocks of cheese, fresh
Is he
bread,
gone
fruits.
for a period of time?
Nope.
A long period of time?
He just makes the food appear as he.
Oh, damn
yeah.
him.
I chow down.
That's great.
I'm not eating anything this guy provides.
It's bread, it's cheese, some fruit, and wine if you drink the wine. But it's all, it's not anything particularly special about it, but it does fill you up if you eat it.
Interestingly, conjure food is a 5th level spell.
Yes.
And he can do that, given the rubbish that was going on with the nobody can cast 5th level spell type.
In our dimension, the gods
Yep.
are in trouble. In
Well,
our
I mean,
dimension.
I don't know which.
And we don't know this. We
Yes.
don't know any of that.
No, I know that. I'm just bringing it
Yeah,
up
so
as a
no, it's
thing.
interesting that he can do a 5th level spell.
Look, I'm just being
mytho-wise.
petty towards him, all right? And when he does leave, we're going into this room. There's one secret door. I assume there are other secret doors or doors that look like doors on this.
From
Side of
inside
the
his room, the special room, you can see the other secret doors. Like
Yeah,
they're
so
very
I want to
obvious.
go into the room that is his bedroom from the secret door and steal like a pillow or something. To sleep.
Yeah, so 28 is his bedroom, so it's the one off to
Exactly.
the side there. 31 is vestiary. There's a bunch of robes. There's another full set of plate armor in there.
What kind of armor do you have, Jameis?
Chain, I think.
Do you want full plate? I mean, there's a perfectly good set of armor right here.
We're not going to steal this guy's plate, mate.
He's got another set.
He's wearing it right now.
He's not
mean,
using this.
It might be worth borrowing that plate mail when we go through to that that place that we're going to through the gate. Because presumably it's got his crest or something on there.
It doesn't.
So it would
No.
identify us as, like, things.
Oh, it doesn't?
No,
Oh.
it doesn't have a crest, but it is gilded. You know, again, bringing that yellow family color to the mix.
It might help us and pass off as, like, very distant cousins from a place miles away that doesn't know these
You very
big intrigues and stuff. I don't know. It might not be in your size for all I know.
Yeah, he's a pretty big man. He's 6'5" or so. Radnar is probably of similar height and build, except for Radnar's like really overweight. Galen is probably way too slender. I mean, you could wear it, but it wouldn't be very beneficial.
Also, it would hide your features.
It
Which
would.
we might need to do
Yeah,
somehow.
there is a helm.
Yeah, but if he goes around just wearing a helm. Yeah. I am a knight
Well,
on installments. So far, I can
Technically,
only
I
afford
have
my helm.
chainmail, so you can get a chainmail. Can't remember what the headpiece. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
You
you
can
could
get
do-
the chainmail
Okay.
thing. There. Not that we have one really accessible right this second, but you can if you want to go with the theme of what he's wearing.
I mean, we could knit one.
Yeah.
We could have a woolen one that looks metal. One
Oh,
over your head.
just the thought.
Yeah, never mind. Look, I'm going to sleep.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a full night's sleep. You're undisturbed. It's peaceful and it's quiet within this chamber. Galen, since you are a cleric, why don't you make me a wisdom check?
I was going to say, while I'm asleep, Catherine may come out and have a chat with her brother.
Yeah. Do wands recharge or no?
They do not.
No,
Okay. Okay.
Low success. What is your alignment?
chaotic.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, the room definitely has the feeling of consecrated ground. It's not opposed to your goddess, which could just mean that it's consecrated to a neutral or chaotic deity.
So chaotic has never been a bad thing to be. Never it's come up as well. Oh, chaotic. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So night goes by. He lets you sleep in, but there's a gentle knocking at the door in the morning.
Man.
And yeah, so he comes in and he tells you, yes, a C. Indeed, my God has seen fit to give me a blessing that may remove that curse from you if you will so allow it.
Yeah, I would definitely allow you to do that.
Okay. He cast remove curse.
Oh, do I regain the intelligence I lost?
Yes. Yeah, you would have regained that over time. Actually, wait, how did you lose it? Was it the shifting of
brain
attributes?
sucker. The brain sucker.
Oh, not yet. No.
Okay, okay.
All right. So yes,
He
he's
mentioned the hole in his head.
he's
Anyone
he's
can remove curse.
doing a blessing upon you. He was speaking to you in French before, so he assumes you know French. So yeah, so he's
Coucher avec moi ce soir.
yeah, so he is he's beseeching his god to remove this curse, and there's some strange nuances to it that you're picking up. Something about remove the malady from this poor soul who has supplicated himself before me, the mouthpiece of you, my God, that he may go forward on this quest and retrieve the tomb of Stephen Amber to remove the curse to my lineage and line. May he have a
Uh-oh.
pox fall upon himself and his house if this is if this is not accomplished.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Make me a save versus spell.
I don't get that spell.
Save versus spell.
Yep.
Alright. I succeed
Okay.
by a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some odd verbiage in there. You know, it seems a little bit overly melodramatic, perhaps.
Yeah.
But he says, yes, you should be fine now. The normal allotment of food should assuage your hunger.
I know Redna also has that, but you can't tell because you eat so much anyway.
Yeah,
Is that true? Is it gone off my sheet now?
it is. Yeah, you can remove it.
Nice. Cool. Oh, well, that's good. Being a roly-poly thief wouldn't look good for me or my skills that are already lacking. So,
I thought you needed to eat more to get
Yeah.
the same. So you wouldn't have been roly-poly. You would have been thinner than thin.
wouldn't
no.
it affect my metabolism?
Well, that's the thing. He would have been hungry even if he had been full, so he would have just eaten more. And then, so yeah.
No, I think it's the other way. I think it. Well, I mean, this is getting into. I thought it was like it took twice as much to feel satiated. Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah, we never actually asked about
Satiated.
what the
Yeah, I mean, it does a thing. Something happened.
Yes. Otherwise, you guys had a normal night, so go ahead. If anyone was down on just hit points, you can take them back. You feel refreshed. He has the same meal for you in the morning, just bread, cheese, wine, fruit.
I stabbed myself for 4 hit points of damage, seeing as that was the number I was down, because I don't want anything from this guy.
Nothing.
Bring myself back to the point where nothing has happened.
How do you measure exactly 4 hit points?
Because he has a 19 intelligence. That's how.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot about his 2 billion intelligence. Yeah.
The same way that I know that I'm 4 hit points down and can measure exactly how much my con is to begin with. This little finger isn't feeling right. That's 1 hit point down.
And then he after removing the curse for a C, he says, "If you are ready, I will accompany you to the arch, so that nothing befalls you between here and there."
But we wanted to loot the other. I mean, yeah, not loot. We wanted to explore the other rooms in this chapel. Yeah, that's right.
Again, I have no feelings against that. Your word of looting, though, it leaves me with a bit of misapprehension. But my sister, if you do happen upon her, will try her best to murder you. I think it best if we simply go to the arch.
I agree.
The arch being the door that we entered.
No, the gateway to Averone, the one in the
Okay.
yeah.
We found it in the
Yeah.
basement.
Although we'll see if he
Basement.
takes us to the same one we know about. I'm going to find that interesting. That's why I'm not saying where we go.
Oh, that's smart. Oh, what?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know what
they're
it
on
is.
Macduff and wrote the first Cries Nay.
Fill it in.
Give me just a second.
While he is engaged in whatever it is, I take everybody else aside and say, hey, while we're out of this chapel, do we want to try resting again for a second? And see if the golden glow comes back over us?
We healed, I don't need to rest.
But I'm not.
Uh,
I say, pointing at the obvious. I can stand where I got myself. See, there was method in my madness. I mean, but I'd like to try that. So we could have a discussion while he wasn't there then.
Okay. Except the place that he's leading you to isn't out of the chapel.
Yeah,
Oh.
librarian mentioned that there were catacombs underneath the temple and that's where there might be a gate there. We didn't know at the time, so that's not shocking me. It might surprise others, but it's not. I
It
remember.
does.
I remember. Mm.
There was a passage.
Multiple
Yep.
keys, multiple
So
keys.
where he's leading you actually is into this room. If I can ping it right here.
Yeah. Okay.
He removes
map.
a key from around his waist, puts it in the door, and asks everyone to stand back for a moment.
Hey.
And he throws open the door, and immediately shambling dead start to pour out of the door. But he holds forth a symbol, and basically turns undead. And they flee to the back of the room, and he steps in, continuing to
If
hold
he's
his
high
symbol out.
enough and they're low
Yeah,
enough,
why
they
aren't
just
they dying?
disintegrate.
Yeah,
I just-
they're not, however.
Either he's not that powerful, which considering what he just cast, or they are really
was gonna-
powerful undead.
Or he doesn't want to kill them. And
Or he's controlling that. I can't
Yeah.
say that in
You,
character.
you don't get the nuance of, oh, I'm going to turn this and destroy him. You don't get it.
But there is a trap
At
door
least I don't. Maybe he does.
in the back end of this. They look like a monastic cell, like where monks would have like a small cot and some very small personal items. The undead are dressed in this kind of golden robe, golden yellow colored robes. But he points at the trap door and he says, "Descend there, and it will bring you very close to the arch that you need to use."
Right.
Let's go.
Well, if you guys drop down, I'm just going to move the screen here. We're going to go back to
so we do appear in the other place. All right.
yes, right in the middle, room 50, where all the gas came out before. But you
Oh.
guys took care of that.
Yeah. All right. I immediately try to sit down and camp.
Okay.
Sit down and sort of meditate. See if the golden cloak comes over.
Yeah. If you guys try that after you sit down, and start tending to your gear and such, the glow does come back.
Okay. Does it? And it stops him outside of the glow. So
He
that he's
doesn't.
not with
He
us?
doesn't come down. He doesn't follow you down.
All right. He's just doing that. Okay.
He's just
Oh,
saying,
well.
you go this way.
Well, I don't like him. And not just because cancel my spell. I mean, I know
But
it
mainly
looks like
because-
that is the only reason, but it's not the only reason. I mean, I didn't look at that altar, but who has a secret altar in a chapel? Yeah,
A secret.
people who aren't worshipping the person the chapel belongs to, or other things. He didn't kill those undead, and he's generally too helpful. I don't trust him.
Yeah. But they're nice.
I
They're
don't know, I
nice
thought he was
people.
cool.
They're not, they turn on a dime, or on a bronze piece.
Oh, there's a question. Are you still his friend?
As far as I know, I am still the beast's friend. Yes, the
Because
slimy
you
thing.
know we've got enough keys now.
Yeah, I
So,
know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
I thought he said he told you
no,
to come and
I don't
get
think
him
he
a
said he
slip.
wanted to come through the thing with us.
I can't remember. Well,
Yeah. No. He.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we can go and talk to him and tell him that if we
I
want.
don't care.
I mean-
You're his friend.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't think he wanted to come. But I mean,
Okay, well,
if you were
let's
saying
not
he
then.
wanted to
Let's
come,
go to the door.
maybe I remember.
57.
No, let's go and get him, and then we can come with us through to wherever this place is, and we can pretend he's an exotic pet from faraway places or something. I don't know. Even though he's obviously a slime monster with brains inside him, which some people would hold against him.
Do you want to go back
Unreasonable.
to his lab?
I mean, if
Yeah.
everybody else is okay with that, then yeah, let's
Yep.
take a trip over
Yep.
there.
All right. Okay. So
we'll
roll me a
move on to
D100,
step 4.
Richard. Say high or low.
I am rolling a low number. 60. 60 is low, but not low enough.
I am so glad that you're back, my friend. It seems that I am out of brains and I still do not have the information I need. Would you kindly separate the brains from your friends?
I mean, no,
But
that is not a friendly thing to do to anybody.
explain.
We need our brains.
Well, but I
Go through
need their
the door.
brains too.
But we need the brains to go through the door.
I
which we
need the
can
brains
open
to get
now.
out of here.
No, you don't. You want to get out of. We know how to get out of here.
You know how to get
gotta
yourselves
break the
out of
cur-
here. I have to go through the void.
Right, but we have to break the curse in order for you to go through the void. We can. We've got the silver keys. Come with us. I'm sure there'll be lots of brains in Averone.
Oh, I have no wish to pass through another planar gate like that. I tell you what, bring me back some brains. The fresher, the better.
Well, they're not going to be that fresh.
Bring back people, and I'll worry about extracting the brains.
Will zombies work? They
No,
want
no,
brains
no,
too.
no. Live people.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's kind of evil. I don't know, isn't it?
How did we get down? The trapdoor opened and we came down, but was there like a ladder or something?
No, actually, well, it's basically just a drop. You remember how I said there were a lot of holes in Area 50 and the gas was coming out of some of them? Most of them were
Okay.
very small. Some of them were larger. So you ended up just coming out one of the holes at an angle.
All right. Well, I mean, I know where there's a brain that you can go and get.
Oh, do tell. Do tell.
Come with me. On our way back, you know, I'll direct him to the hole and say, up there. There's a person up there in a chapel. He's got a brain. He's
Ah.
one of the brains of the people who run this place, so you might learn more about what's going on here as you digest his brain.
Oh, this is just perfect. You're the best assistant I have ever enslaved.
Ah, enslaved by friendship. I know what you mean.
Once he's gone, in the lab, I
Yeah.
know there was that basket of like discarded clothes and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look through there to get a helm or something to cover my ears.
Yeah, there's a bunch of discarded armor. If you want to just get like a leather helm or just a metal
Yeah.
cap or something, yeah, that's fine.
I didn't have anything. None of us have got any spare clothes. We've only got the ones that have clothes we've been wearing ever since we got. We don't
That
carry
is
around
true.
clothes.
That is true.
We went in a river. I'm sure it's fine. We washed them.
That was your once a month bath.
Exactly.
Yeah, so,
Surely
I
it's
get
good
it,
enough.
something. I get it. Yeah.
All right. Well, you send your pal on up the the hole.
I
Uh,
don't want to know how that works.
I mean,
Right.
something will happen.
Yeah, something will happen.
So 57 is where the gate is, if that's where you want to go. Otherwise, I mean, you can poke around. Hey, you can go and talk to the nice little demon guy that's willing to do all kinds of favors for you if you'll just let him go.
That'd be a hard no.
I don't know. You might kill off that guy. What is his name, by the way? I never noted that down. I should have done. I know he's one of the Amber family, but
Oh, the guy you just talked to?
Change his mind.
He never gave us his name.
Yeah. He had,
Never
that's-
gave us his name.
Yeah, he never introduced himself.
I'm starting to think you don't really like that guy.
no. You'll know when I really don't like a guy.
We
Still don't like him.
Actually, I take it back. I think he probably did tell you his name if I forgot it. It's Simon. So his name is Simon.
Yeah.
Ugh. Simon M. Well, let's
gate.
open the bag of silver keys and use 3 of them.
Okay.
See what happens.
How do you use them?
Like a key and a lock? Are there not locks on the gate?
There are
Right.
3 keyholes, but tell me exactly how you use the keys.
Can I
Maybe.
pair them with the lock with my knowledge of locks and stuff?
Ooh.
Well, that's just it. Each of the keys are a different size, but the 3 keyholes all seem to be the same size.
Oh. Okay, so I have, what do I have for keys? I have a ornate silver key, a and a big silver key. What were the two that we got from the northern area?
Silver keys.
Just silver key. Okay.
Simon gave you a very ornate silver key, and the other one you found is just a generic silver key.
So let's use an ornate silver key, a big silver key, and just the regular silver key.
'Kay.
Maybe the ornates are doubles.
Okay, again, tell me exactly how you're using the keys with the lock. Who's doing it?
What do the
This is
locks
just such
all
a
look the
leading
same?
question.
Yeah.
The locks all look the same, right?
The locks all look the same. The keys
Oh,
all
shit.
look different.
Is there something in the poem? Hold on.
You want me to try them first? Try it first.
Hold
them.
on.
Yeah.
Fine. I take a
can't find
key
it.
and I just try and put it in the lock as if it was going to fit.
The key fits. It shouldn't, but it fits.
There's one.
Do you turn it?
Okay.
Well, not until we got all three in. That's just
Okay.
silly.
Let's
Go on,
put all
put the-
three in and turn them all at once, I would assume.
Okay.
Yes, you put the keys in, and again, they just seem to fit, although they shouldn't. The size is all wrong, but they fit. You turn them all at the same time, and there's a shimmering between the archway, and you see a forested path. It's sun shining, it's bright, feels a little warm. You can feel wind passing through the archway. Actually, no, cancel that. Can't feel the wind, but you can see branches swaying in a small wind on the other side.
Ooh, forest.
It's silent. You can't hear anything.
Well, we know it's going to happen, so I stick through, and then I'm going to just go away for an hour while the rest of
Yep.
talk about it.
Galen steps through, and you can see Galen on the other side just fine. If you walk
wait for him.
around the arch, he's not there, of course.
Ah.
But
Oh,
through
wait,
the
can
arch,
he
you
see
see him.
us?
Yes. No, he cannot see you. So, Galen, you turn around. There's no passage.
This reminds me of that other bloody castle we were in with the doors and the keys. The one with the Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Wow.
Same thing.
Simon
Going
Amber
in.
isn't on that side either, so I'm going through.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the last one through?
I'll go last. I'm scared.
Okay. Once everyone is through, well, as each of you step through the archway into this nice, seems to be, early morning, perhaps. It's beginning to warm up a little. It's a very nice temperate area. You seem to be standing on a road leading north to south. You look behind you, and there's no archway. There's no way back. And as you see Dion just kind of step out of the air, Dion, you turn around,
Dion
it's
does.
gone. Yeah. So there's
Hey,
no way
Dion,
back.
What are you doing here, you human? 21st century.
I
So
mean,
we
I-
left the castle.
Well, I want to mark this area so that we know to come back if
So you
if
pull
we
up your
need to
own
come
and
back here.
stain.
No, I did that in his bed. Well, I guess that was hours ago now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to mark this area somehow. I don't know exactly how. I mean,
It's a forested area to
trees.
either side of the path. The path itself is well worn, like carriages or carts come through it quite often. But
All
there's, there's rocks,
And
there's trees.
sort of where I think the gate is, on a tree on either side. I want to write something in there, carve into the bark.
Sure, yeah.
I watch him do that, and then I take the digging tool that is possibly a hoe that I have, and I just make a little arrow pointing at the direction the portal was in from
Okay.
where I'm standing.
What are the rest of
Yeah.
you guys doing?
Looking around, assessing the path.
Okay.
My bearings back. Now I'm back. in the forest.
Yeah, you have no real idea where you are. There is a single sun in the sky. It's warm by the height of the sun in the sky. It's fairly early in the morning. You do see a little wisp of smoke just forward and around a bend a little bit. like smoke from a chimney, not from like a roaring fire or anything.
Okay.
All right. Cool. I'll look around, make sure my companions aren't going to just run off random directions. Then I run off in a random direction towards the smoke.
Okay, so the path curves just a little bit, and you don't have to walk far before you see signs of civilization. There is a large wooden inn structure here. There's a sign out front. You learn to both read and write French, I believe, during your time in the pocket. So, yeah, Bonnier Jouissance is what it says on the inn. There's a number of horses, a couple of carriages. There's a large carriage house where several young men are brushing down horses, doing some work on carriages. The inn seems to be fairly crowded, as you can hear many voices coming from it. A few people step out, light pipes, and continue a discussion outside on the porch. You notice that they're all dressed brightly colored. Okay, so think Florence, Italy, right? So they all have thin swords at their hips, long daggers as well. They've got very colorful clothing on. Some of them have leather gauntlets at the side. Go ahead.
Why are they all speaking French if it's Florence, Italy?
I'm just talking about the costuming. That's kind of...
Why aren't they wearing French clothing?
Don't
It's
know.
in style.
Don't know.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure.
A wizard did it.
I didn't. I swear to you, I didn't. Oh no, I'm a magic user, not a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Wizards are next D&D setting, aren't they? Or edition.
So, rounding the corner, the inn is fairly close. So you're seen by these men that come out to smoke, and they just give a quick wave, and they just go back to smoking their pipes and having a discussion. Tankards of ale are brought out on a tray for them, which they pull off and throw some silver coins on the tray as they go back to their discussion.
Hey, could I have a puff of that?
You walk up and ask, "Is like,
Yeah.
are you speaking in the French that you've learned?"
Yes.
Okay.
Bonjour.
Yeah. It's like, in my pipe weed. Of course, I have some to spare, traveler. Have you your own pipe? I seem to not have a spare.
No.
I've got one.
Oh, do you? Oh, cool. Great.
I
No.
can contribute some too.
So Galen, you got the helmet to kind of hide your ears. So you just seem a slender man. Darby is the one that is drawing attention to your stature.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So he offers out his tobacco pouch.
Oh yeah. Smoke up with the boys. Let's shoot the shit with them a little bit. Talk about the weather. Like ask about, how's the going abouts and.
Your accent seems passably strange. You're not from Zines or Viones. Where do you hail
No.
from, stranger? Are you here as a
Oh,
merchant or a buyer?
Yes. Merchant and buyer, a little bit of everything. I travel far and wide, wherever I can, wherever the wind takes me, And
Well, where's your carriage? Where's your goods?
lost it on the way,
Mm.
We,
How is Asid dressed?
I am dressed up like.
What's your armor?
Honestly,
Like-
he's dressed up in leather armor, and he has the shield, and he has like a bunch of just the bags and
Mhm.
stuff sticking out of everything. He has a bunch of knickknacks, paddywhacks, dogs with bones.
Strange dress for a merchant. You look more like a warrior and archer.
Well, one has to defend themselves when they travel far and wide. I wouldn't get by on my own in some cases, or without my
One
friends.
hires men for that.
Oh, I'd like to also put my life on the line. It helps build camaraderie.
Ah.
I find the team is better than hired hands.
And he just kind of smiles and says, bon vivant, I understand. Here, let us stand you and your friends to mugs of ale. And he whistles. And soon person comes out bearing a silver tray again with more mugs of frothy yellow ale and passes them out. He throws some more coins on the platter. You notice that they're small silver coins. you know, about the size of a dime.
Mm.
Strange to you.
Uh,
You have no idea what the minting of that is.
I have goods I'm willing to trade for other goods, if anything. I have some various hides. I have a jeweled mace here. I have this set of fine cards that can be painted. I mean, I have a little bit of everything if you'd like to see.
Ah, well, I'm just a purveyor of this fine pipeweed that my robust friend, he says, looking over at Radnar. How do you find my weed?
Not bad, not bad. Here, try some of this.
Oh, he sniffs it. He says, it has a very floral bouquet.
Yes.
He he dawdles out his pipe. He puts a little bit in, lights it up, and yeah. Well, let's see how hard this hits him.
I love this. This is my favorite.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. He goes loopy. Just starts cackling. Just starts laughing so hard. He just kind of lays his back against the wall and just kind of slides down. And then his friend's kind of looking at him. He kind of looks over at you, Radnar, and looks at him and says, "Pray, sir, how much would procuring some of that fine weed of yours be?"
Yeah, I got it from a friend of mine who was from out of town.
Oh, so not enough for trade.
Unfortunately, not. I'd love to procure some more though.
Oh, well, if you do happen to do so. And he pulls out like a card. It's finely waxed and gilded. It's like, yes, my friend and I do business in this area. If you find yourself with more of that supply, it smells good and the effects seem to be astonishing. We would definitely like to acquire some. Can it be grown? Can you acquire the actual leaf? The bud?
I look around in my little baggie to see if there's any seeds.
Yeah, there are. There's some.
Ah, that means
like,
it's
well-
low quality.
I'm
Ah.
like, now look, what about we trade? Here, I've got some seeds. You can grow your own.
You know, I have a couple of rare fruit seeds too. I could part with.
Oh, this is unseemly to be doing business outside of this inn. Come in, come in. He sloshes his beer over his friend a little bit to kind of wake him up. Philip, come on. Let's find us a table for these fine. He takes a really good look at all of you, and you all are kind of. I mean, you're in adventurers' gear, right? And these guys are very highly. They're almost foppish in what they're wearing, although they do have like a rapier and a dagger at their side, so they are armed. You are definitely a queer sight for this region. Your accent, while understandable, is very, very different. Come in. Tell us of your adventures. Tell us of your journey. And yeah,
Imagine we're probably rather ripe too.
You have not. Yes, you
Rather
haven't
have a
showered
little bit of a
well.
Perspiration issue.
You're right. And these guys honestly probably smell just as rank, but they're using perfumes to kind of cover that smell. But so you guys are led into this inn that has a very high ceiling, immense oak beams. There's an enormous fireplace with a roasting pig and a soup pot pushed over the coals. It's filled to capacity with many men looking such as these two. Many, though, looking also similar to you. As you can probably infer from what they were saying, these are probably guards, handymen, hired men, etc. The bar is long; it goes across the whole length of this inn. The inn is 2-story. You can see several stairs going up. By the number of windows, you would assume that they have rooms to let. And he looks around and he slips some more of those silver coins over to one of the barmaids, who goes and shoos off some less well-paying customers, and they procure a booth in the corner for you guys. So what brings you here? Are you heading to Zymes? To Vions?
Well, I don't have a lot of perspiration issue. So.
To Vions?
Well, I don't have a lot of perspiration issue. So.
To Vions? 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 To Vi
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're going.
You guys might want to reread that.
Yeah, where is that? I cannot find
It's
the
not there.
handout. It's
Yeah,
not there.
Disappeared, mysterious.
Yeah, I couldn't find that handout.
It says, wow, it was there. What the heck?
Yeah. But I think you've done a cleanup, haven't you?
No. I mean,
Oh.
like, just before I started the thing, it was here. That's weird.
What
Okay.
are we looking for?
Here, let me just add it again real quick. Just take a second. It is the To Those Who Would Be Free scroll that you're going to need because it's got all the keywords and people that you need to track down.
We can just ask these guys
Yeah.
if you guys are cool with that. I don't know. Out of character, you guys want to share that info? What we're looking for?
I don't know. I mean, who knows what do we think their reaction is going to be? Are we going to get some kind of...
We're looking for.
We don't really have any subtle way of asking.
The
for it.
enchanted
Well, just be
sword?
forthright.
Yeah.
Here, let me repost it because you guys are going to need it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
here we
if
go.
we're looking for particular people, we don't know. We
Page
don't-
34.
So, have you heard about so and so?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't want to be sitting with the others right now. I want to be investigating.
The rest of the inn.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, I've got a JPEG of it. I'm just gonna post it back up.
Okay.
Page 34.
Sword, the
We also have
mirror,
a map.
the ring.
Yeah, we have a new one, a map of Avalon. Or Avagon.
Yeah, don't look at that yet. If you would.
Oops.
I mean, I looked at it briefly and there were hexagons on it, so I went, I don't care.
Yep.
Closed it. Sorry.
I looked at it, but it was too squinty tiny, so I couldn't actually make anything out.
Okay, it should now be in everybody's journal. It's called To Those Who Would Be Free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top.
Oh, we've got a cadets bibliography.
It's there.
Charted Tool of Salier. The Viper's circulated mirror, the Ring of Evan, and a potion of time and travel can be found in Everon.
Yep. So one of the places that he mentioned is at the bottom where someone is handwritten. So you've heard him say Viones more than once now. Just from what he's saying, it must be a city.
Those are places.
Oh, Zymes also. So at the last line with question marks, it says Le Hubio. I don't know how to pronounce the French for that.
Yeah.
If only we
Uh,
had somebody here who could
Yeah.
speak French.
Yeah.
Where could we find somebody who could do that?
Yes, Jeff.
Oh, no.
How does one pronounce those two words? Zymes and Le Hubo. Whatever.
Ibu.
Kibu? Okay. And is that Zymes or is the X not pronounced?
Yeah. It's well, it would be pronounced Zim.
Zim. Okay.
Zim.
And so Zim, and would it be Viones or Yones?
Vion.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's really French.
a few of those words have already been name dropped by these guys as cities. You're guessing by this being kind of a crossroads inn, north and south for each of those places.
Okay.
So yeah, so they order another round of this frothy beer and ask for your sorry.
Yeah, let's take it.
You guys want to tell them, or
Yeah.
Why not?
yeah, I'll spin a tale,
Okay.
bard style, of
Dig it.
our adventure and our quest to free those that are cursed. as well as free ourselves to go home.
Okay, I tell you what. Why don't you make me a charisma check to see how much of a story you're weaving and like how entertaining you are.
All right. I like it. Wait, I'm gonna re-roll it. I'm gonna re-roll it.
We went to the place and did the thing. Then we went to the other place and did the thing, and we killed a bunch of people. They dead.
Yeah. It's basically how I normally explain D&D sessions. There we go. High success, not crit, but
Yeah. Okay. So it's entertaining. One of them pauses for a minute and says, "This cursed family, the Ambervilles." He looks to his friend. Isn't there a legend? His friend is still way gone from the the cosmic weed. I vaguely remember my a grand aunt telling a story about the family Amberville.
It
They,
is
they do
real.
not have a good story, as I remember. They were very powerful and evil family.
And they're batty as hell.
yeah, we're dealing with a lot of crazy ones, and we're trying to just
Yeah, yes,
find
the
our way home.
craziness is from the inbreeding, if I remember correctly.
The what?
Inbreeding.
Oh, yeah, that does it.
Yeah, so why do you wish to help this family then?
Well, we can't really. I don't think we can leave until we find the way out from there, back to our own place where we're from. So,
Why return? Averone is a beautiful countryside. The best
Yeah.
grapes in all the provinces, the best wine, the best tobacco,
eh,
the hardiest
we got,
women.
like, we got a thing that we gotta do back home, and everyone else would fall apart without us.
Yeah, this is not our home, you know?
And we could come back for a vacation home, but right now we got like pressing matters back at the guild, and like we're not there. Shit gets real when we're not there, and like it's messy. So we're trying to just, you know how it goes.
Well,
you can't trust them. You can't trust the help.
Plus,
don't-
you know, Jazz Band is probably back at headquarters, and who knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That is loads of trouble.
Well, it seems that you are on a quest of sorts. I have something that may be of use for trade or perhaps a bit of coin. It's a fairly detailed map of the region. It may do you some good.
Ooh, I would love a map. Thank you.
Now, he's got kind of
Uh,
like a satchel, and he pulls out a scroll case, and he pulls out a leathered map and spreads it out on the table, weighs the ends down with some mugs of beer. Yeah, it's fairly detailed map. Some places are marked on it, and so you can make out. You guys can look at the map now. So you guys are on You're on the main road that just kind of bisects the middle of the map, and you're about midway down.
Is that where that X is?
Yep.
Okay.
Would you be willing to trade the map for some of these seeds?
He looks over at his companion. Yes, I think that would be a good trade. A good trade indeed. He will recover eventually. Yes?
Yes.
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I've smoked in. I'm fine.
Ah. Yep. And he reaches his hand over to you, Radnar. Says, a bargain made then.
Yes.
All right, he grips your hand, gives you a firm shake, and he lays the map on the map case on the table for you. And he'll take the seeds from you.
I do have other things that I'd like to trade if you have some fun, interesting artifacts or knickknacks. I
Well,
have no need for the currency here, but
Again, my friend and I, we're purveyors of pipe tobaccos. It's really all we have in
okay.
trade. But if your story, well, I don't mean to imply that you're lying, but your story would have me believe that you have none of the local coin.
none.
Well, he takes out a coin purse and kind of just splays out a splattering of different coins. The silver ones are the smallest, and he says that and these are the most common coins. You can buy food, lodging, small items with this. And then there are golden coins, which are about twice the size, and lays them down. For larger purchases, these coins will do. And then he reaches down and takes off his shoe. And he produces one much larger coin and lays it down, and it seems to be platinum, maybe. It's a silver gray metal. And this is for truly large purchases. He shows you the minting faces on either side. So this is the coin of the realm. It is the only currency that the merchants are allowed to deal in, although bargaining is fine. If you have an equal amount of weight in gold or silver, it can be taken in exchange.
I pull out the jeweled mace and I set it on the table.
Oh shit.
How much could this get us?
I'm afraid that I'm no
mean, it
smith
is
or
from
jeweler. I
the-
don't know its value.
It's from the Amber Castle, from the king.
An artifact.
Mhm.
Interesting. Well, I'm afraid that my friend and myself don't have the kind of coin that would cover such an artifact. I can put you in touch with a moneylender here, however.
That would be interesting, yeah.
He comes
Maybe
down
if
at
you know
night.
somebody with rare goods I could trade it for.
He stands up and he kind of looks around in the end, and he points out a couple of people. You can try with them the moneylender Othello. He comes down in the evenings. He has a private room here. He could probably give you the proper coin.
Alright. Cool.
Is there anything you need assistance with, good sir?
Well,
Something we can help you
if
with.
I can get these seeds to grow, I believe you've done us a great favor as it is. Assistance? No. If you happen to be heading for Yimes, we would be glad to have your company and your armsmanship for a safer trip. But if that not be your direction, then safe travels to you.
Is that our direction?
Now, I assume when you told your story, you didn't tell him, or show him the scroll or anything with the information to those who would be free. Or do you? I mean, that's a question, really.
Yeah,
A
they might be able
direction.
to.
Okay.
They might be able to know names or something if they're from here. Why not? It's their only lead.
Okay, so you share it then? Well, yeah, he'll point out on the map that Yones, Paragon, and Zymes are the three major cities. Silaire is a ruined chateau that has a very bad reputation. It's about 30 miles to the east of the inn, and he kind of circles the area where it might be found, near the river Isole. Le Hibou, however that's pronounced, Jeff. Le Hibou is a village in the swamps south of Zymes. Asdark is the bishop of Zymes, which he's an interesting man. The populace is divided whether he is a black magician or simply a saintly but much maligned man. The jury is still out on that one. None of these other names I know of any local inhabitants or places. Perhaps as you travel around, these will come more to bear for you.
Well, I like this place better than I liked Barovia.
Yeah.
Well, we do have our problems. There is roving marauders, highwaymen, which I'm sure any civilized population is like fleas. They're drawn to the area. We do have a small lycanthrope problem. Werewolves prowl our forests on full moons and dark nights. But Avarone, in the main, is a pleasant area, a pleasant place to be.
So no random encounters.
Ha ha! You wish.
I mean, honestly, guys, like if I mean, there had a designs that's mentioned in our thing. Might as well go, you know.
Yep. Although the
take few numbers,
closest
that kind of thing.
the closest thing that's mentioned in your the lyric that was given to you is Solaire, which is to the east of you.
Yeah. About that, we don't know what will happen when we get all form. It's possible the doorway will open up again. So I'm just wondering if we want to leave Solaire to last because that's like the closest
Yeah,
we will
yeah.
potentially will be leaving. So we sort of do a big loop from Zim to Paragon to Yvonne, then down to Solaire.
Great idea, man.
Yep. Can you guys? Yeah, you guys can see each hex is 12 miles, so that's a lot of travel. But yeah. Well, yes. Again, he points out the merchants you should talk to if you want to trade things of great value. If you just want to get your money changed, wait till this evening. He describes Othello to you. Othello is the same stature as Radnar, but he's bald and
Very
glistening.
small pod.
He smells strongly of orchids as well.
Well, we probably want to get some of the local currency and refresh some of our supplies and that. So
Yeah, some food.
anything to eat.
Yeah. I have no provisions.
Yep. Well, your friend here will stand you for a meal. They carve off some of that boar meat that's been roasting and you've been smelling the whole time, as well as some hearth bread and more of this foamy. It's not even beer. It's kind of somewhere between beer and mead. It's fine, Doesn't seem to be strongly alcoholic. It's a little sweet.
What
I'll
do you
drink.
call this stuff?
Beer.
Oh, well,
It's
delicious.
different. Every establishment makes their own. Mere. I like that. Bead? Mere. I like it, Richard. Mere.
Do you have any spirits?
Wine.
Or
We have
stronger liquor.
wine. We have some wine.
I was thinking a little stronger than that.
Stronger than wine.
Yes. Tastes really bad, but it works.
On cold nights, we have a schnapps sort of thing, a liqueur, but there's not liqueurs are not very
Maybe something
common.
made of apples. Well, mostly
Yeah.
apples.
You have like Mad Dog 2020?
Ripple, I'm afraid. Ripple.
Night Train.
No, I mean if you want wine and something stronger, they basically get a little cask of a very strong but very foul wine.
Scumball.
Yeah, it's strong, it's cheap, it'll get you
Can't
there.
understand anything metal because of
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Dion, what you're kind of bard-like. What instrument do you play?
I sing. I'm Mariah Carey.
You Mariah? I don't know. I was kind of wanting to learn to play the lute or something.
I don't know how to do that. I just know how to
Right.
sing. I have the voice of an angel.
A fallen one.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, the crowd is again. There's a lot of people in here. It's quite a while before evening. You guys got here kind of late morning. So what do you want to do?
Well, if I could do the couple of things I was going to do while the others were discussing
Yep.
stuff,
Mm.
just very basic things. One, I wanted to try and like sit and meditate and see if we got the golden aura around us. I don't know whether this is like a pocket dimension
Gotcha.
of the place or not. Or
It doesn't seem to happen, but it could be because of how many people here. It might be too much of a threat, and so you're not, quote, safe.
Yeah, I suppose so. All right, okay. And the other thing is, I mean, they mentioned lycanthropes, but that could just be, you know, superstition, etc. So I don't know how magical this world is.
Yep.
So if I can listen around for, like, I guess I can actually try and focus and look for magic.
None.
None at all.
None.
All right. And once I discover that, I will like ask people at random. Hey, have you heard any tales of magic or
Ooh.
mystery in this area?
You start
know, see
asking
what I come
people
up
that, and they make a sign, like they're, you know, almost like they're crossing themselves, and you find out very quickly that magic is not. It's all black magic. It's all evil. The area of Averone is ran by a very militant. It's almost a church state where such magics have been outlawed.
Quick question. When you said there were no magics around, does that mean that when I looked at the party, they did not have magic?
Everything you would expect on your party is there. So nothing's
Right,
been
okay. Yep,
demagictized,
just
but
checking it's not.
no one else has magic that you can tell.
All right.
Does he hear anything about clerics and healing?
I guess that's magic still.
Well, no, because
he-
clerical magic is different to
Yeah. Yep.
wizard
Yeah,
magic. So
Yeah.
So
Healing is available for a price at the temples and at the churches. There are some wise women that can make certain liniments and poultices which are not seen to be evil, but seem to help.
All right. Well, glad I got my stabbing stick and don't have to rely on fireball. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's just the only two things I really wanted to get out of this.
You can see it now. Thank you, Mr. Fig Jam, for saving our village. Now burn the witch!
But he does not weigh the same as wood.
Yeah, so that's what you're
Like a
catching just by some casual, questions here and there, and just by listening around. Most of the talk is that most of the people here seem to be on their way from one city to the other, mostly merchants. A lot of them have hired some of these more rough-looking men for guards. The other thing you notice, no demi-humans. These are all humans.
Oh, there is one other thing that I wanted to do. I don't know how I will go about it other than saying, can I have a look at your coins? Because I just want to have a look at the coins. I want to see
Well,
if they're
we've been looking at
stamped
coins.
or
Yeah,
have,
so they're stamped.
do they have dates on them?
I'm going to say yeah. What the
Okay.
date is, it's got a date. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we got a date somewhere from when the Amberites were around as well. So we
Yes,
can work out what
so
the difference is. Sort of
With your intelligence being what it is, I'm going to say that includes a recall since the player can remember that this happened. It has been some 800 years.
800 years. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, random person who allowed me to see your coin. Here, have it back again.
Bartender, yeah, I mean, you can just look as if people are paying for various things. You see people paying for rooms, so there's some different types of coins are crossing. Looks like most everything is dealt with in silver. You see some gold as merchants are making deals and making contracts, but most everything in the inn is being paid for in silver.
I think about our 7,000
Oh,
GP gold
piles
turd
of-
that we have. The puddle of metal.
Yeah.
How much is this sculpture of a human crap worth?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, hey, it was fireballed, so it's melted together now. All right.
It was stamped honest, Gov.
We can destabilize the economy, possibly. By bringing
Well,
all
we
this
probably
in.
don't want to reveal that we do have this huge amount of
No.
wealth, otherwise we become an instant target.
All right. Well, thank you very much, random people. I will go and meet up with the rest of them. We can join the party and share information and
Um,
generally
So if we are going to join with those merchants here, I don't have any problem with it. I'd probably be looking into what are they doing in terms of the caravan and horses and organising horses for us and make sure the horses are good. And
Yep.
good.
Well, they have a carriage and they have 2 wagons. They have 8 horses. They have 4 hired men, and they just got here this morning, so they intend to stay the night and leave tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for the money change and stuff. So yeah, once that's done, because I want to organise getting at least myself a horse. I don't know the horse. I don't know about the others. Do you guys want horses?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
a long way to go.
So I'll be sorting that sort of stuff out. Blah blah blah. And
Okay. Well, he will introduce you to the tavern owner, Bonnier. He has some horses that customers had skipped out on him basically, and he basically just took their horses in recompensation. So he has some horses he can sell. He doesn't know anything about horse flesh. He doesn't know if they're good horses or bad horses. But if he can recoup his loss, he is more than willing to sell them to you.
And I don't try. If he gives me enough, if he offers me a price, I'm just going to accept it. I mean, I'll be able to say I won't be able to pick the coin until we do the money change thing tonight. But you can
Just
sort
wanna
that
buy it out.
Whatever you think it's worth, fine. I don't bother to barter. If he got a name and outrageous price, it's
Yep.
like 10 times what they're worth. I don't care. I'm not making that.
How many horses are you buying? He's got 10.
That's a good question. How many people want a horse? How many of us want a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take one if we can find one that'll hold me.
Has anybody got a background in any kind of animal husbandry or?
That's a
Yeah,
good question.
me and Fig Jim are outdoors people.
Yeah,
Okay.
we live in the forest.
Well,
Yeah.
he will show you the horses and he'll allow you to take your pick of them. If I do want to roll, I know you got a 19 intelligence, Fig Jam, but I don't think if you're a big purveyor of horse flesh. So why don't you both give me a roll on intelligence, just as you're taking a look over the 10 horses he has to sell.
I look
The
directly
horse.
at the mouth of this gift horse.
Yes.
I have a
low
horse in
sixes.
Penhaligon.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take a look,
Oh,
Darby,
nice.
you're welcome to roll too.
Yeah, I mean, we have Green Company has been around more than a fair few horses themselves.
We've seen plenty of green horses.
Yep. You want to
Turns
give
out
me
we
a
can tell
roll,
they're good.
Darby?
Oh well, we're just as good as each
There you
other,
go. Yeah. You're not sure, Darby? I mean, they look fine, but you don't know the particular breed. Either Galen and Vidjam also. They're unusual. They are not any particular breed of horse that you've seen before. They've got the musculature of like a draft horse, but they're slender in different places for stamina. So they look like they're very strong, but they are also, there's a difference between a riding horse and a draft horse. But this seems to be a unique combination of the two. Looking through the 10 of them, you can pick out the best ones. You know, they've been fed and they've been treated okay, but they have not been used in a bit. So you can either, buy the ones of the best temperament, or you can just get the best of the best.
So with my success, it doesn't.
Oh no, you
anything
can
different from.
you between all of you, you can pick out the best and most healthy horses, or you can pick out the ones that have the easiest temperament, which is not necessarily the
Well,
same
I guess
things.
I don't know those two have failed, and they're
Yeah.
coming to the same conclusion. So, yeah.
Sure, we want one that's good for travelling.
I guess we want
Sturdy is,
temperament.
yeah, I think we probably want more sturdiness than fighting force. We want something that's going to just really probably good at surviving the trip.
Okay. You pick out the healthiest and the most even temperament that you can find, and he's willing to hold them for you until you can come up with a coin tonight.
I mean, if we don't pay, then he's still got the horses. isn't
Yep,
he?
exactly. Let me just take these horses out for a test drive. I promise I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me leave my 5 friends behind. As,
Exactly.
we'll also need rooms, I guess, if we're going to be staying here. So,
I'm happy to sleep outside near the forest.
Okay. Well, you can have the
Well,
rooms
yeah,
tonight
that's actually
when
a good
you
idea.
show me some coin, or if you
Cool.
have anything in trade.
I have coins.
We'll be sorted. Well, we probably. On the other hand, do we have anything else to do?
You got to
Yeah,
lay
I'm
down
just
some of.
thinking-
Are you going to lay down some of the coins that you have, Darby?
Yeah.
Okay, gold or silver coins.
And him silver coins.
Okay. He actually takes out a little merchant scale. He weighs them against the silver that they use. He says, "I can accept this, but there is the tax. These are not coin of the realm. The church will tax any foreign coin. So he takes out so your silver coins are roughly twice, maybe 3 times the size of their silver. So you actually get a fairly good trade in that. But he does tell you he's charging you a bit more in weight value because tax.
Okay.
So mark off. So are you buying a room, or how many rooms do you want?
Yeah, I'll pay for the group.
Pay for the group. Okay, so you can have
Yeah.
one large room, and they can bring cots in, or you can have a couple of smaller ones.
Well, one large room.
One large room. Okay.
Yeah.
Mark off like 10 silver, just for the night.
Okay. Wait.
Yep. And you see that he takes the nine silver and he puts them, like where he's putting all the other coin from his other patrons, but then he takes the 10th coin and he puts it in a box. It's got a little slot on top. He just drops it in there.
It's the part for the church.
All right. So he has one of the servants show you up to your room. It's a fairly spacious room. It's like 10 by 20. It's got one window. It's got 2 doors. One in the hallway. It's upstairs. It's a 2-floor inn. So one of the doors is in the hallway as he takes you up the stairs. The other door actually goes out to a balcony that's got its own set of stairs going down to ground floor.
Cool.
Yep, and they point out the outhouse. You'll have a chamber pot if you want it, but they also have an outhouse. He points that out. Is there anything you guys want to do before evening and talking to the moneylender?
Yeah, I have a couple of things I want to try and trade for other goods.
Okay, yeah, he pointed out a few merchants that can probably deal with you. What do you want to trade?
Well, I got the alligator hides, I got the tarot card set, I have the golden acorns, I got some stones and feathers, and yeah, that's what I got that I'm willing to.
Okay.
see
Are
what
you
I can get.
you doing this on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a wisdom check.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. When did that get up there? Okay. Success, high success.
Well. Okay, so yeah, you have to go between several of the merchants because they don't all deal with the same thing. Some of the merchants won't touch certain items, some of them will. All in all, I tell you what, roll me 2d10.
2d8, you said?
2d10.
10.
Yeah.
Boop, 11.
110 silver.
Okay. But that's their silver.
Theirs, yeah.
110 French silver.
Averon silver.
French silver. I don't know how to spell the other word.
Yep. You don't think you're getting a particularly good deal, but you don't know what this stuff is worth here. Like the most interesting thing and the thing that people paid the most for were the hides.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Yeah, some of the other stuff that you thought that might be worth more, they're like, they weren't too enthused about, but the hides got you the most interest.
I'm cool with that. Did the keys get used up?
Well, nobody grabbed them before you went through, so they're
Okay.
still on the other side of the portal.
Okay, so I still have one ornate silver key.
Yes.
I want to trade that.
You want to trade that?
I'll keep it.
I'm
I'll
not
keep
there.
it.
You're not there.
Well,
When you bring that out, several of the merchants have an interest in it, and they get in a bidding war. It starts
Ooh,
off
I see
small.
that.
It starts off low.
Oh.
Someone's like, "I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10 sovereigns or 10 silvers for it," and one man says, "Ha ha! Oh, you're an embarrassment. I will give you a gold crown for it." And then the other merchant
Ah.
kind of looks at the other two and says, 2 gold crowns.
You know, I feel bad for changing my mind. However, I do have a little bit more value to this key than that. I will pass on the offer, but I do have
The
this
last one
mace.
that
Oh,
said
yeah.
10 gold crowns.
Nope, no deal. I do have this though, and I pull out the jeweled mace. You want to keep going?
They look it over. They look at the gemstones that are on it. 2 of them pass. The last one that said he'd give you 10 gold crowns for that silver key looks at it and says, "It's worth a gold crown for the jewels alone. I'll give you another 100 silver on top of that for its interest."
No deal. I'll see what the lender will give me for it.
Othello, good
Mhm.
luck. You can try and sell it to me again tomorrow, but my offer will be lower. Good
That's
luck
fine
with
with me.
Othello.
You got it. Cool. So I got some stuff out of my inventory.
Fig Jam, if you were kind of going around the room, you might have noticed when the merchant started out, bidding for that. And I'm going to give it to you just because of your intelligence rating. So when he takes the item back and says it's not for sale, one of the merchants seemed to be fine with it. The other 2 don't look so happy. They seem to be plotting together in a corner.
I mean, as he is a thief, so I assume he might have, seen that or picked up on it as, that's the sort of thing he might have done at one point.
I don't know. He's just his bargaining method seemed to be very, very plain and very open. I don't know. See, I'll give it to you. Do you think you might have noticed that 2 of the merchants were not very happy about you withdrawing your item?
Yeah, I think so, since they backed out so quickly.
Okay.
I'm just be like, yeah, especially how excited everyone got over it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is important.
They both go to a corner. They both go to a corner and they start talking. And they were not at the same table when they initially approached you. And you see some of the rougher looking men in the tavern have been drawn over to their table. And they seem to be speaking to them now. Looks like a good 8 men.
Could I get in on that? I mean, I haven't really been with the main group most.
You want to just overhear
no, I
what
guess
they're
I
talking
would
about?
Have been. No, I would have been with the group, so they might recognize me as being part of a C's group. Yeah, so yeah. Let's not do that.
Okay. Radnar, Darby, what are you guys doing? Darby, you've got in the room. He showed you up to the space. He'll bring in cots for everybody. Tells you that the rooms come with a meal in the morning. If you have horses, stabling is extra.
Yeah, I'll pay for the stabling for the horse.
Well, you don't have horses yet, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Nice. No, I'll go in the tavern to share a drink with people and talk about our adventures in Castle Amber.
Okay. Radnar, what are you doing during all this?
I'm just, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just kind of staying quiet. I'm nervous about the no magic thing here.
Yeah. I actually, Fig Jam, have you relayed that to? Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm nervous about the no magic thing there, so I'm trying to keep quiet because I keep wanting to turn people into a newt.
Okay.
I got that.
Well, let's see. and Fig Jam, you notice the little conspirational crew in the corner. One of the fighting men kind of gives a sharp nod and leaves. Just kind of goes out the front door. And then they all just kind of order some more of the beer and are obviously pretending to ignore you, but you see them looking back every now and then as if they're trying to keep track of where you are. Your whole party, not just the sea.
I am not there.
Okay.
I am out in the forest, somewhat getting a feel for what the various plants mean in this forest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably even taking a moment to commune with my goddess. And,
Ah.
sort of reconnect.
Okay.
And I don't know if that also kicks in the meditation safe space thing or not.
So it doesn't. So like you're pretty sure no one's around you. So this should be safe for you. But that golden glow does not come.
Right. Can I connect to my god?
Not exactly. You're able to connect to the forest just fine. But you get that long distance dial tone going on to your goddess and there's no answer. But you can pull your cleric spells to the level that you're able to cast from the spirit of the forest itself.
Oh, okay. Alright. What do my goddess mean to? She's normally around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what you're doing. Roll me a wisdom check.
Okay. I wisdom nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
You happy with that?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right. Yeah, it's fine. So back in the tavern, you guys are just kind of eating and kind of waiting around for the money changer to come. Although you have a room now, so if you wanted to go to your room, you could.
We'll be alerting Darby and Radnor about, hey, looks like we might be getting involved in a fight soon.
Okay. So, where are you staying? Down here in the public room, or are you going back up to your newly acquired room?
I mean, I'm telling them down here because this is where they are right now.
Right.
Beyond that, I don't know. Where are you guys going? Do we want to control the space? I mean, if it was upstairs, then we could magic and fireball and nobody would see it.
I don't know about fireball, but I've got the dyspeptic bowels spell ready.
That as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we can't leave anybody alive to report on.
No survivors.
We don't want to get burned at the stake, do we?
Okay.
Yeah, we will be safer in the room.
All right. So you want to go up to your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Less kind of outside.
All right.
Look out the window when we get to our room as well and see if we can.
Okay,
check out
so
that,
looking out
Galen.
the window, that same hired fighting man is coming back, and he is tagging along a man that's wearing, it's kind of like clerical vestments. They're red with some yellow highlights.
How far away are they?
They're literally coming right underneath your back porch.
Radnor's dyspeptic bowels,
On which one?
the lead guy.
Okay. So the cleric or the soldier?
Let's go with the cleric.
Oh boy. Okay. I forget how we made the spell. Does he get a save?
He gets a save, yes. And if he gets a save, he loses his action for 1d4 rounds because he's soiling himself.
Right. So this very pompous, self-assured looking man, who is very broad of shoulder and neck underneath that clerical vestment that he's wearing. He's got this staff that has a cut jewel at the head of it, and he kind of stops in the middle of the road right before he's about to go into the inn and just voids himself. Like his robes just explode. There's watery excrement that just flows out beneath him. When that happens, when you cast the spell, the jewel on the top of his staff glows.
That's the guy who's coming to get us, right?
Possibly.
I hope.
Possibly, yeah.
All right. Because you need line of sight to cast that. While he actually, so he can't perform any action for how long?
1d4 rounds.
Okay. You notice the crystal on his staff glows before he drops it to the ground. It stops
Okay.
glowing when it hits the ground, and he's just in a tremendous amount of distress. The guard is approaching him like he's going to help them, and he sees and smells what's happening, and he just backs up, and he's like, ah!
Dude, what kind of armor is he wearing?
The fighting guy, chain.
Or no, the cleric that I just.
As far as you can tell, no armor. He's wearing kind of like this cloak, you know, for
Right,
just
but
from
chains
shoulder
are
to ankles. He's a pretty beefy looking guy for a member of the clergy, though. Right, so he's just writhing on the streets below. People are starting to come out of the inn. Some people are laughing. Most people, though, are just looking like, you know, they're looking around like something's about to happen.
Might be time to go. As you attacked the leader of the church in this area, and you know they were probably coming to attack us anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like this, maybe this puts a little kink in his plans. I mean, this guy's not gonna want to walk around with like soiled
Yeah.
vestments.
Well, if you wait and watch, the bartender or the owner of the bar does come out with some of his helpers, and they come out and they pick him up. They're turning their head against the smell, but they bring him around the back of the inn, and you hear him calling for a medic, and you see some of his helpers kind of run off up the road a bit.
Oh,
Yeah, so after a bit, commotion, kind of dies down. People are laughing about it. Other people are just saddling up horses and like leaving. Many people are actually leaving.
I'm glad I found my wisdom roll. I didn't see any of this.
yeah.
Saw nothing. Okay, what are you doing, Richard?
Something stupid. Something stupid. Why not? All right, I will go downstairs after I hear the call for the medic. I say, "Oh, I am a wise man of the forest who makes poultices to help people. Can I help?"
Okay, one of the barmaids kind of points you to a back room. And says, he's dealing with the Inquisitor back that way. Yes, if you can help, please do. He seems to have some kind of awful malady. He's still running out of both ends.
Oh dear, sounds horrible. Hold my nose and go in. What seems to be the problem, sir?
So Radnar, after they picked the man up and took him in, and the crowd dispersed, his staff is still laying on the ground outside. Yeah. Just everyone's
Pick it
just,
up.
I mean, people saw that it was laying there, but nobody wants to touch it. And so they just left it laying there. All right, so Fig Jam, he is in an awful amount of distress. They kind of put him on a chamber pot. They're cutting his robes off him. Just they don't want to touch it any more than they have to. So he's just in an incredible amount of distress. He's sitting on a chamber pot, and it's like, oh, can you help him? You're a wise man. Do you have anything for an upset stomach? Something to plug him up? He seems to be just continuously. Oh, there it goes again. Oh. He looks up at you and he says, "Please, I can't summon the power to do anything in this. Oh,
All right. Maybe this is not going to work. I don't know. I mean,
You know how long Radnar's spell lasts
yeah, I
for.
know.
Yeah.
What I'm looking to do here is poison him. but you know, we're in an unfamiliar land where I don't know all of the herbs, etc., that are around.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can, you know, go, hey, this thing over here, this will help you out, and poison the
Okay.
guy instead.
Well, do you want to just ask for the herbs you know you would be using?
No, because I don't know that they exist here, and I don't know that I will have a French translation for them either.
Okay.
So I don't suppose I would be carrying any of them in my as spell components.
Tell you what, make me a luck check. High or low?
Low again.
Okay. No. For the particular effect you're looking for, no. You're welcome to use a reroll if you want. Any roll you make can be rerolled.
What do we say? Am I okay to use a reroll on this to try and poison this guy?
I hear no
I'm
dissent.
going to take your silence as consent.
No, do it, man. Do it.
Right, still going low?
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So what effect are you looking for? Death or just severe illness?
As I said, something stupid. Going for coma.
Oh, okay. So not death, but
Not
close
death.
to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to make an intelligence check to get the right dosage. Okay.
No, not a D100. That is the wrong button. I do not have 100 intelligence.
Should be good.
Okay.
High success. So, yeah.
Yep. All right. So you get the effect you want. It actually calms him and settles his stomach for a bit, and then he kind of just passes into coma, which they take for a deep sleep. And they're like, "Oh well, when will he recover?"
I don't know. It varies from person to person. I hope I've got the dose right, given that he's, you know, larger than the average person that I treat. Not many people in the woods are, you know, as well fed as he is.
Oh well, the Inquisitor's men should be here soon. I'm not sure why they weren't with him initially, but they'll be able to take it from here, I suppose. Well, thank you. I'm sure the church will recompensate you for what you've done. If you would like to stay around for his men to return, or
I am getting as far away from this smelly stuff that he has. I mean, you think it's bad now? Wait until the
Yep.
healing poultice kicks in, and it's just evacuates all of the poisons out of him.
she just
Very, very
nods sagely. It's like that's a very good idea, Radnar. So like, yeah, this, staff is just laying out in the street.
I'm gonna walk away with it. I'm gonna.
So you can go out your
Show
back
up.
door. You can go out your back door and down the stairs and be right in
Yeah.
the streets. All right.
I'm gonna just. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna play it off like I'm not gonna be all just gonna, swoop down, maybe stick it under my robe.
Okay. Roll me a d100.
All right.
High or low?
All right. Let's go high.
Okay. I mean, nobody makes a comment. You don't think anyone saw you? You snagged it. You go back up the stairs.
Yep.
Okay. So about this time, Fig Jam comes back. Galen, we'll say that you're done with your communing. You come back in. You notice that half the bar is gone.
I would be coming in at some point because I know that
Yeah.
mainly they're coming in. So
So, C, what were you doing during this whole time?
I think I was probably just relaxing, kicking back, staying near Galen,
Okay.
if anything, so I'm out of trouble.
All right, good enough. So you're back in your inn room.
Yeah.
Radnar has the Inquisitor's staff. The Inquisitor is in a coma for a while.
Sorry.
Is men are they coming?
Well, Fig
I
Jam
will
was
be going
told
back
they
to
should
the
be
room
coming,
and
but
say,
yeah, no one's seen
"Hey,
them yet.
we might want to leave because somebody has called the Inquisitors on us,
Yeah.
and death."
Oh,
Yeah,
but the
they have a
horses.
frightening name. The Inquisitors.
What about the horses? We can get the horses.
Yeah, we need the money for the horses. We have to wait for the money.
We can dump a gold turd on them or something, or gems. Gems might work, or precious things. Whatever it is that we dump, it should be non-identifiable to us, and should not be like, I don't know, something that is heretical here
Yeah.
in this land. Because I think those keys that we have might, get us killed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the jewel encrusted mace would. I don't know if that is necessarily.
Did the tavern owner give me a price for the horse that he was expecting me to pay?
He told you what the price would be in their coins, but you haven't worked out what the value is yet.
Yeah. Well, what did he say for his? Well, he was just saying like
100 sovereigns a horse, so 100 bits of silver, their small silver.
I give Jameis my silver that I have to help pay
I
towards
don't know
it.
if you have 100.
I have 110 French silver.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
that's
give
per
you
horse, though,
that.
isn't it?
Yes, per horse. Per horse.
Per horse.
So I give you
He's
that.
fine.
Like, here, I don't need it.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for the money to do. Aren't we?
Well, I don't think we're going to have time to wait for the money lender.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Do you steal the horses, or do you just make a quick deal?
I don't particularly want to reveal the fact that we've got a huge amount of money with us, but I know in order.
Yeah, let's leave a pile of gold.
I think that's a lot.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot too, but I don't know, whatever.
You want to leave the gold turd in the barn and take the horses?
Does that count as us spending that XP?
I mean, I thought it was just
Yeah.
when we acquired it now.
Yeah, now it's just when you
Yeah.
acquire it. You don't have to worry
Oh,
about
okay,
it.
so
Yeah.
you've got
Which
a-
means
you've
we
got a
should
lot
have a
bigger.
lot more XP, but
Yep.
I
Yeah.
haven't. Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll work that out. Between now and next time, exciting viewers, you will just possibly gain a part of a level.
But I'm happy to drop off the gold turn and grab horses and run. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Turd is worth 7,000 gold pieces.
You keep talking about dropping off the turd though, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but oh well.
It's a big, huge, heavy thing that I don't know how we've been lugging around all this time anyway.
I don't know. The same way we lug around absolutely everything else.
Yep. Because that should be what is it? It's like a third. It's like a third of an ounce per gold coin in weight. So 7,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know that it was. No, that is just gold. The other one is semi-precious.
Yep.
Puddle of metal.
All right. So you want to leave the pile of reconstituted gold and just take the horses?
Yeah.
All right. So the young men.
Write it off,
No,
Richard.
I got something else.
Okay.
The merchants that everybody was discussing things with.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They've left.
Awesome rain. Yeah.
They left.
They left. Yeah.
Thank God for that. Otherwise, they were going to die because they knew where we were headed.
Yep. The third merchant that offered a big pile of money but didn't seem all that concerned when Asi took the item back is still there.
He doesn't know where we're going. though,
But he
so
wasn't
I
the
don't know.
one. He was not part of the he was not part of the conspiring. He just said, good. I lost. Oh well.
Yep.
Okay, so you leave. Do you want to leave the turd, the gold turd? If you do, you can take the horses and go because there are a lot of fit teen boys in the loft that are feeding and caring for the horses. But if you just leave this pile of melted gold there, they will not say a thing for you to take those horses.
At this point, as I say, Galen doesn't care about the money. I mean, he recognizes it's a lot, but he doesn't know what the conversion rate is, and he doesn't really care. So,
Yeah.
as far as he's concerned, fuck it. It's been weighing us down. Get rid of it. Just make us fly easier.
Yeah.
Darby's with me.
All right, yeah. So
I'm with
I
you.
mean, yeah, if we're doing that, that's fine.
yeah, if you do that, I mean, they even help you saddle the horses and everything. You know, they they help you along your way. So you've got horses, you've got saddles and saddlebags as well. Darby
Food for
lost.
the horses. We would quite like that, maybe.
What's that?
Just like a food for the horses, just like
Yeah,
a couple of
yeah,
days.
yeah. They'll give you a
Get us
couple.
out there.
They'll load you up with some grain bags and some water.
Cool.
Yeah. So you guys are provisioned. Darby lost some coin for a room you're not going to use, but you head off. Now the question is, if you look at the map, where are you heading, into the forest or up or down the main road? So again, he circled Silaire off to the east. He circled that on the map for you.
So it's close. Let's go there. It's the bird's giving us a drop.
No, I'm just saying that's something for you to look at on the map. I'm not saying you got to go there. Go anywhere you want.
Yeah. I know that, but no one thinks we're going to Salier first, so let's go to Salier.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll end it there with you
So we'll
guys.
get to the river and stuff too. We can sort of.
Yep. With you guys heading off to the east, away from the inn and away from possible problems with someone called the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
See that being a problem.
Yeah.
It's in a coma, I'm sure. Nothing will bad.
Yep. And Radnar has his staff. Whatever that might do, Radnar has his staff. Yeah, so we'll end it there, guys. Bill, you got anything going on with the Frog Gods?
Not much this week. Took about a week off from everything. My 5e campaign is done. Looking for something else to run there. Wednesdays, this Wednesday we'll rejoin our Lost City Baraka Swords and Wizardry. So I think we've still got a seat left for that.
Very good. Richard, tell us about your game stream.
Spooky month, spooky thoughts. Did you know that you do not have the average number of bones that a human has? As people are pregnant, they usually have more. They have more than one skeleton inside them, so you have less than the average number of bones in your body.
And babies actually have more bones which fuse together as they grow older. So,
Yep, indeed. Well, there we go. You can learn horrible, horrible, spooky facts if I only had a better link this way. If you come to see me play video games badly at LMTDETMFFR here on Twitch. Or, say it with me now,
Limited time
time
offer.
offer.
No vowels.
Indeed.
Dion, you got lots of stuff going on. What's going on with Dion?
Well, I'm playing D&D with all my super cool, awesome friends like you guys. You can catch me doing Featherfall Tabletop on Monday nights. You can catch me doing bird stuff on Tuesdays and Fridays, sometimes Sundays. You can catch me on Fulsham Arts channel doing Happiest Apocalypse on Earth, powered by the Apocalypse System on Saturdays, and I've been going through Arc the Lad 3 finally, and I've been making good progress with only 2 streams, so I'll be getting to the PS2 era games soon enough in that 5-game series. I'm excited for it. Come watch me nerd out while I play through it.
Nice. Jeff, did you get to play that Blood Bowl game yet?
Not yet, but all the models are glued and but not painted, and I'm fairly ready to play a game.
All right. Jameis, you got anything going on in your blog lately?
Nothing clear. Just the occasional review. I'll be reviewing Dune for tomorrow.
Ooh.
Part 1, as it were.
Good stuff. And there's all our socials. Find us on twitch.tv, Steam Steel Murder on Tuesdays for first edition Dungeons & Dragons, Friday BX Dungeons & Dragons. This Sunday, Shadowrun. Dion, you going to show up this Sunday?
I think so, yeah.
All right, Shadowrun this Sunday using, what are we playing now? We're using One Roll Engine system this time around. And Halloween night, we're playing I Hunt. Killing monsters in the gig economy. It should be a blast. Guys, so catch all those things. Check out the podcast at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. And thank you very much for watching tonight, folks. Much appreciated. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.